Eagle News. Today is Friday, November 1st, and today is National Calzone Day. Head on over to Bella's grandma's house. She makes a mean calzone.
My name is Libby.
And my name is Tori. If you're bored this weekend, you can go watch 200 talented young singers on Sunday in the Messy Auditorium at the Capital University for a fall concert.
Maybe if it's too cold outside, head over to the AMC Dublin and catch a movie or watch a movie on your favorite streaming service.
Speaking of a streaming service, a new one opened up today. Apple TV Plus started today for $4.99 a month. You can subscribe to the newest streaming service, Apple TV Plus. But watch out, Disney Plus is coming soon.
Our first segment for today's show is Word of the Week. The word of the week will be a higher end word that Eagle News wants you to learn. We'd love to see you use this word of the week with Miss Hall today. Let's roll the video.
Hi Eagles, I'm Ava with Eagle News. We're back with another episode of Word of the Week. The word this week is crenellations. Crenellations is a noun with the Latin origin of the mid-19th century. Crenellations are architectural features at the top of a wall of a castle. It could also be a specific type of castle defense featuring multiple rectangular spaces through which arrows may be shot. Mr. Meta got some great pictures of crenellations on our 8th grade DC trip. Crenellations. Wow, what a great word of the week. I'm Ava with Eagle News. Let's head back to the news studio.
Wow, that was an amazing word of the week. Remember to use this word with Miss Slusser today.
Here are today's headlines. Living History Day is less than 4 weeks away. In honor of November, month of military, and Living History Day on Friday, November 15th, the Heights community will be fundraising through T-shirts and sweatshirt sales. This year, our benefits will be to honor Flight Columbus. Please consider purchasing a sweatshirt, T-shirt, or making a donation so we can reach our goal of sponsoring at least one veteran on their honor flight. To support this great cause, you can find the link on the Heights Facebook page or the Heights website.
Anyone who is in Mouth counts. If you plan on attending, sign up ASAP. Don't forget, we always look forward to see which student will get the cover of our annual yearbook. Get those colored drawings into the office of your advisory teacher now.
Our next video today is our spotlight video, and it comes from the desk of Miss Wolf. Battle of the Books is a big trivia game that covers 18 books kids have to read. Mr. Meta's son is part of the Shanahan's team in 6th grade and is out for blood this year. Check out Battle of the Books.
Reporting for Eagle News, and today we're going to go ask Miss Wolf a few questions about Battle of the Books.
Hey guys, I'm Mrs. Wolf. I'm one of the gifted coordinators here at Hyatt's Middle School. I help to run Battle of the Books with Mrs. Coons and Mrs. Holzer, and we have been doing Battle of the Books here since, I think, about 2003, since the building opened. It is not too late to sign up for Battle of the Books. If you would still like to sign up, you can see me in room 106, or you can see Mrs. Holzer, who's an 8th grade teacher, or Mrs. Coons, who's a 7th grade teacher. In Battle of the Books, we read a list of 18 different books, and then we go to a competition at the end of the school year, and it's kind of like Jeopardy. So they say, in which book, and ask you a question, and then you buzz in and answer. Well, we go to 2 separate competitions. In 8th grade, you get to go to Westerville North High School and compete against other schools. And in 6th and 7th grade, we have an all Olentangy competition. So last year in our all Olentangy competition, we actually came in 2nd place, which was awesome. And we have gotten out on the first round at Westerville, but I'm sure this year will be different. In 8th grade, we get to compete against districts all over Central Ohio. There are usually between 8 and 10 districts who attend. And Shanahan also goes to that competition. For our 6th and 7th grade competition, it's an all Olentangy competition. So last year, Hyatt's hosted, and we had Hyatt's and Liberty and Shanahan and Orange here. So it was pretty awesome. We had about 85 kids. We have 18 different titles that we're reading. They range anywhere from historical fiction to science fiction to fantasy. My favorite on the list this year is Stepsister, and it's the story of Cinderella and her stepsisters. Another one of my favorites is called Fatal Fever, and it's about the typhoid epidemic.
Thanks for tuning in. Remember, it's not too late to sign up for Battle of the Books. I'm Emily, reporting for Eagle News.
Thanks for that wonderful story about Battle of the Books.
We love that video.
We'll see if Mr. Meta's son, Adam, has what it takes to compete with Hyatt's. Now for trivia, yesterday's question was, what was Dracula's real name?
The answer to yesterday's question is Valdemar for 15 points. This was the only answer that was allowed. Teachers that got this right are Nicolosi, Thompson, Vogue, Rissmeyer, Meyer, Burson, Streed, and Voss. Top 3 teachers for trivia are Vogue with 139 points, Rissmeyer with 119, and Benish with 105 points. Congratulations, teachers. Now for today's trivia. Send your answers via text to Mr. Meta. Here's today's question. Besides Thanksgiving, name a holiday when people eat too much. Again, besides Thanksgiving, name a holiday when people eat too much. Get your answers to Mr. Meta now. We will announce the answers at the end of the video, at the end of the show.
Now let's head over to Eagle News This Day in History studio with Ava to tell us about what happened on this day.
Thank you, Tori. On this day in 1824, presidential election goes to the House. As no presidential candidate had received a majority of the total electoral votes in the election of 1824, Congress decides to turn over the presidential election to the House of Representatives. As dictated by the 12th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution in the November 1824 election, 131 electoral votes, just over half of the 261 total, were necessary to elect a candidate president. Although it had no bearing on the outcome of the election, popular votes were counted for the first time on this election on December 1st, 1824. The results were announced. Andrew Jackson of Tennessee won 99 electoral and 153,544 popular votes. John Quincy Adams, the son of John Adams, the second president of the United States, received 84 electoral and 108,740 popular votes. Secretary of State William H. Crawford, who had suffered a stroke before the election, received 41 electoral votes, and Representative Henry Clay of Kentucky won 37 electoral votes. Now let's head back to the studio with today's episode of Precious Pets.
Thank you, Ava. That was a crazy election story. Here's the next episode of Precious Pets. Last month, Mr. Meta on his Facebook page asked people about their pets, and here it goes.
I'm Emily, and welcome back to another episode of Precious Pets. Our first featured pet is Mr. Seed's dog, Sunny. She is a pit mix and she loves adventure. Next is Mrs. Pertussi's, a teacher at Cider Ridge Dogs. Her dogs are Max and Lulu, are the perfect match, making trouble when they are together. Now for our next spotlight. This is Mr. Meta's old teacher partner, Mrs. Luth's dog, Lucy. She is so sweet and she loves being where the action is. Following Lucy is Mr. Minardi's dog, Phil. He is 7 years old and is a loving treeing walker coon hound. Lastly, 7th grade teacher Miss Vickers, who has 2 dogs, are Ellie and Frankie. Ellie's 13-year-old rescue who is so sweet, and Frankie is a 2-year-old golden doodle who is the wild child. Next week for another episode of Precious Pets. I'm Emily reporting for Eagle News.
Thank you, Emily, for that extraordinary episode of Precious Pets. Now we're going to send it over to Lauren with today's lunch report.
For lunch today, we'll be having my favorite. You can also get your usual hamburger, cheeseburger, or pizza. Don't forget to grab a side of fruits and vegetables, and your choice of drink can be juice or milk. You can also replace your entree with a very delicious sandwich from our very own Subway. Today's lunch sounds awesome. Let's send it back to Tori.
Thank you, Lauren. And now Kitchen Conversations is back with the part 2 of the tour of Back of the Kitchen with Mr. Meta and Mrs. Carr. Check it out.
For part 2 of the tour in the kitchen here at Hyatt's, nothing better than seeing how your food is prepped, what the ladies have to do. So check out part 2. They have a washing machine there. Check it out.
And then we have our own laundry room.
Dryer's getting fixed right
But the dryer is broken right now. So there's our dryer and our washer. Yeah. And then we have our own locker room. And we have our own restroom back here.
Never knew that was back there.
See?
All right.
We don't tell all our secrets. And then we play music back here. There's the tomato soup, the baked potatoes. These are steamers over here. So these will steam the food. So your broccoli is all steamed in here. It takes 4 minutes. Ovens where we bake the grilled cheese, chicken nuggets, all that stuff. Refrigerator. This is what we call a hot box. It keeps the food hot. Right now it's at 160 degrees, so it's going to keep everything nice and warm. This is a refrigerator. Then this is where we slice our lunch meat and our vegetables, and we make coffee. And then my office, if you care to see, my nice, clean, neat desk. And that's it. This is the hot serving line from the other side. So this is a steam table. So if you look in there, there's hot water. We put the pans of food in, and the steam is what keeps it hot. And the health inspector also says we have to serve food at a certain temperature. Hot food has to be kept hot. Cold food has to be kept cold. Same principle over here, only the reverse. This is the cold side, so this is refrigerated. It's pretty cold in there if you stick your hand in there. This is salad and spinach, and we put ice on top of it. It's all about the health inspector. To keep the ice chilled. To keep the salad chilled, I mean. So the salad is down there. Yes, it's below. So if she were to walk in the door right now, she would want to stick her thermometer in there and temp it. And here's another interesting fact. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at, Mr. Mehta?
Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse.
Okay, so if you go to, is that in Delaware County?
Roadhouse. It's right on Polaris, right near.
Okay, so it's in Franklin County?
I believe it's Delaware.
Okay, if you go to Delaware County Health Department, go to their website, you can look up Texas Roadhouse and see what kind of their grade.
Can we look up here?
You can look up here. Yes. Yes. And you can see what the score is. A lot of places have their scores displayed on the outside now. We do not, but you can look us up. And we've always done very well.
Yeah.
They say we do very well, and we do. So, and this is the pizza window from the other side. This is where we keep the pizza hot. There's no pizza in there right now. And then we're back out to the front. So if there's anything you guys have questions about, you can come and ask me. More importantly, if there's any kind of food or recipes that you guys are interested in seeing, please write it down. If you have an idea for a new sandwich or a new burger, a smash burger, a wrap, whatever, write it down, bring it in. This is Lori signing off for Kitchen Conversations. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. I'm the camera guy.
Wow, I love that episode of Lunch Tour. Thank you. Kitchen Conversation.
That was so amazing. I cannot wait for next Fridays.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta and Ms. Carr, for that wonderful look at the behind the scenes. Here at Hyatt's.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for our teacher spotlight today. Terrific staff member is Frau. Let's check it out.
Today is going to be on Frau Wilfer, Hyatt's German teacher. Let's check out the video. What's my favorite part about Hyatt's was the question, and the question is the people. I love the students and my colleagues and my friends, and it makes it fun to come to work every day. We laugh, share stories, and ja, alle meine Freunde und meine Kollegen machen alles viel Spaß here at Hyatt's. All my friends and colleagues make a lot of fun here at Hyatt's. Auf Wiedersehen. Happy Halloween, everybody.
The Frau. She is just kind of like a movie star. Just one word, Frau, the Frau. Nobody has a more beautiful voice, nobody has a kinder heart, and no one is more entertaining. Love you, Frau.
One thing that I've pointed out with my colleagues all year, and really since I've been working with Frau, one of the things that I love about working with Frau is that she is always a positive person. So it doesn't matter what the day is, what the situation is, she always has a good attitude, she's always smiling, she's always happy. So I thank you, Frau, for always being like that. It helps keep everyone else positive as well.
For watching the video, Eagles. Thanks for being a great teacher, Frau. Peter saying, I'm Bella from Eagle News.
I cannot imagine not having Frau in our Hyatt's community. Danke for that video. Now let's head over live to the Eagle News Weather 3000 Center, where Emily is ready for today's weather report.
Thank you, Tori. Today in Powell, Ohio, it's going to be pretty cloudy. It will be very chilly with a high of 45 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. There's a freeze warning tonight in effect in Delaware County. This weekend in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the weather will be cold. The highs will be between 45 and 52 degrees, and the lows will be in the high 30s. Mr. Meadow will be chilly at the Steelers-Colts game Sunday afternoon. Luckily for him, there will be no rain at all this weekend.
Thank you for that great weather report, Emily. Now on to Earth Week. Our next report is from a feature in the Columbus Dispatch called Earth Week. This week, we'll take a look at the devastating fires that are ravaging land in California. Check out this report. Roll it.
Today we're going to talk about the Earth this past week. In Middletown, California, the Kincaid Fire on Tuesday pushed into Lake County. Evacuation warnings were issued for parts of the county as deep orange flames rose into the dark sky before sunrise. The fire has forced more than 185,000 people into evacuation. By Tuesday morning, the fire burned 116 square miles and only 15% of the fire was contained. 125 structures, including 57 houses, have been scorched. The historic Solar Rock Winery, built in 1869, has been destroyed. Firefighters have braced for wind gusts to reach 60 miles per hour. With the firefighters of California working hard to cut off the fire, it has still pushed through 116 miles.
Hopefully the firefighters can control the fires, although the Santa Ana winds are not helping things out. Back at Hyatt's Middle School, our next segment is birthdays. We here in Eagle News want to wish everyone a happy birthday to those who celebrated their birthday this weekend.
Roll it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! That's it for today's show, but we want to end you with this quote for the weekend.
The best leaders are those most interested in surrounding themselves with assistants and associates smarter than they are. They are frank in admitting this and are willing to pay for such talents. That's almost all for today's episode. My name is Libby.
And I am Tori.
And I'm Lauren.
And I'm Ava.
And I'm Emily.
Have a fabulous Friday, Eagles. We hope you had a productive weekend.
The winners to today's trivia are
Christmas was the #1 answer for 76 points, and the teachers who got that were Valls, Sloan, Hallball, Hofster, Buckerfield, Burson, Wilson, and Benish.
The rest of the answers are Easter for 12 points, 4th of July for 16, and Memorial Day for 2.
And no one
else
got
those
that.
answers.
Congratulations, have a great day at Hyatt's, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye!